Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
44, 20! 44 to Mike.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
Folk 180! Mike Spofo. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And it's caught by Parker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
47. Check, 47. Defense wins championships, baby. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
That's what I do. Kill.
Score.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Come on,
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Single.
Hey!
Check number 6. Check. Hey, Mike 52.
Ready?
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Lambo can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field best of conditions. Yeah.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Fitzpatrick. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Watson's pass complete to Austin Siberian-Jenkins. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Wilson has it as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Stills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Stills the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the run, Watson going to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A handoff to Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 62 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell, his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Parker the intended target. 3rd down here. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And Stills over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go.
Gonna go 5-0 here?
Fitzpatrick now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dolphins, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
180!
Check. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
61, matchbox, light.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
Westbrook. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Go. Get it.
From the gun, Watson. It got his man, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's a give to Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the double.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, it's Blue. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alpha.
52, 52. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Here's West.
Let's go, come on.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Parker unable to get that one.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Armstead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. But now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Rashad Jones.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
You better be ready.
Now Watson operating from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to break.
47. Check, 47.
Stay with your man.
2nd half beginning with a run from Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Get it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Zoo! Recon, 132 fighter!
Now Leonard Fournette. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that. When it hits a couple yards into the end zone, a missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The first throw for the backup, Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Here's Rosen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The drive begins with a handoff to West. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Watson now from the downhill throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On second down, it's West. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, Blue. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
From the gun, here's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. First and
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Ready? 60 or.
Let's go. 2 times.
They'll run on 1st down. West. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to find Conley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
14.
Check, 43.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Rosen will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Rosen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They run it with Balaj. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice, sweetheart.
From the 16, Rosen. Rush coming in. And he's taken down. Ramik Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long here for Rosen. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the eye. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. From a yard out. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
It's just me and you.
This is Wentz. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Foles. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
You gonna see me and you not me.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Now Foles. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now West. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Under.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Foles. He's got Swain here as tight end outright. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
On 1st down, Blue. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's West. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 14-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll run it with West. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Rosen now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Tonight! 180!
59, Mike the 59. Army.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.